The Hungry Dummies.
Recording in progress.
Boom.
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 How's it going, partner?
Yeah,
Boom.
pretty good, partner. How you going?
Pretty good. Pretty
Nice
good.
one.
Saturday night. Exciting Saturday night.
Saturday night, it's all right.
Yeah.
At home, living the old life.
That's right.
Yeah, nice.
So where are you today?
You got to tell me, buddy. I can move my head to give you some clues.
Oh, that's a bit of a clue.
Yeah.
That is it in America?
Yep, nailed that.
Move your head again. Looks like you know what? Is it in Is it where the campaign is? Where they run the campaign? With Zach
Which?
Galifianakis and Will Ferrell?
Well, I gotta have to fact check that because I don't know where that is, but that's an absolutely great movie. Um,
Um,
Let me see. Do you know where that is or where you think that is?
no.
Um,
Is it?
I guess
Yeah,
whereabouts in America do you think it is? I
I
guess
don't know.
America's,
Is it?
yeah,
Is it in Colorado?
no. Um,
Oh man, this is a tough one.
yeah, it is kind of
It's
tough, I
not.
guess.
It's not like a big how you going city.
I don't think so. No. Well, I've just found out they filmed Campaign in New Orleans, baby. Apparently.
New Orleans, baby.
Baby. Um, so no, I would
Oh,
say
okay.
it's not towards the south. More, that's all I'm going to give you.
Why do you say the South like Borat? Not towards the South.
I was trying to do a southern accent. Maybe I did sound like a bullet.
Molasses. You know, Andy?
Molasses.
Savannah accent, which is more like molasses just sort of spilling out of your mouth.
Oh yeah,
All right. Denver.
molasses.
That's in Colorado, so no, you already
No.
said no to that. Um,
What else can I give you? Oh, I can give you some clues, but then
yeah,
I
give me
feel
some
like,
clue. Was someone famous from
well,
there or
that's what I got
something?
to look up.
Is
Okay.
it a capital of a state?
I also don't know if it's the capital or not.
Is it a big state? Is it a red or a blue state?
I don't know all these questions. Um,
No, you're not giving me much here.
yeah, I'll give you something.
Our audience is getting
All
bored
right.
here.
Tyron Woodley, the
Oh
UFC
yeah.
welterweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
Who else can I give you? I can give you Jesse James, Harry S. Truman.
Is it Detroit?
No. It is quite a tough one. There's not that many famous people. Oh,
Wisconsin?
one of America's greatest writers, Mark Twain. Don't know if that helps at all.
North Carolina?
No, let me see if that's warm. I'm pretty bad with my geography with
I know
that's
how you're there right now and you know nothing about this place.
I just thought I'd take a visit. Yeah, you got to tell me, I guess, what, north, south, mid? It's not
North or
south.
south? It's north?
It's
Is it
not.
east or west?
It's not east. Well, it's more towards the east.
Right.
And you were quite warm with Colorado.
I was warm with Colorado.
Yes,
I don't know, like, is it mid?
pretty
East?
mid east.
Like
Yeah,
like Connecticut?
there's Connecticut. No, well, it's not Connecticut. I don't even know where Connecticut is, to be honest. But anyway,
Maryland?
no. Where else can I give you some
Is it
surround?
north of Maryland?
I don't know where Maryland is.
I
Uh,
think like look at New York,
okay. Yeah, it's not new. It's
and
not near. That's
then
very
go
east.
start going. Yeah. Oh,
Okay, it's
it's
not
not on like
Maryland. No,
coastline.
no.
Oh well, I only know Maryland and New York. It's
That's
like
all I know.
it's like in Peep Show, you know, when Corrigan has to pick the band. It's like the Beatles, the Beatles,
That's all I know.
Snow Patrols, Snow Patrol.
Just hope they're all Snow Patrol. If it's not Snow Patrol or the Beatles, I am so fucked.
All right, Fading Fortunes, but
Snow Patrol?
new release expected about in
The Beatles?
Okay, so it's not the
Um,
Beatles and it's not Snow Patrol. Okay.
Tchaikovsky.
I'll give you some more clues. We can go Tennessee, Oklahoma, Kansas, Iowa, Illinois.
As in, so they're all not it.
No, they're not it. Those are surrounding states.
Oh, well, this is getting difficult. Give me an NBA team.
Oh, I don't even know the NBA team for them. Uh,
You know nothing about this place.
I do. I know some things. Well, an NBA group left
it-
town for Sacramento in 1985, so they don't have an NBA team.
Is
I
it
guess you could say maybe not. Okay, I'll give you Kansas is pretty clue-ish.
the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, let's just say Kansas City, I believe, is in this state, but Kansas City is not in Kansas, if my facts are correct.
All right, well, let me Google where Kansas City is
Yeah, that might help you.
because
I mean, I can tell you some more facts.
Missouri.
Correct. I am in St. Louis, Missouri, or St. Louis,
Is it in
Missouri.
Missouri?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the reason I'm
Oh, why
in
didn't you just say like, oh, I think it's lagging a bit here.
No.
But why didn't you say like Lupe Fiasco or something? Isn't he from St. Louis?
I'm pretty
Oh
sure
no, he's from
he's from
Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
Someone's from St. Louis. There's a rapper from St. Louis.
Sure there are. There's probably lots. Nelly is from St. Louis.
Nelly.
Chingy, Murphy Lee, Jaquan. Oh, some great rappers from St. I mean, Nelly's huge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I was gonna say the St. Louis, is it Cardinals? No. Anyway, yeah, they are the Cardinals, baseball team, but that would give it away. But I'm in Missouri because last night I watched this great movie I've been wanting to watch for ages. Do you know what the movie would be at all? Maybe not.
I mean, I don't know the city, so probably not.
3 Billboards in Ebbing,
Oh,
Missouri.
banger of a movie.
Absolute banger. Yeah,
Yeah,
really
great
liked
movie.
it. Look, no spoilers, but the ending left me a bit like underwhelmed, but
Hmm.
incredible acting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm surprised you hadn't seen it until now.
no,
It's like an
I
Oscar
remember.
winner.
I think when it came out, I saw it like got heaps of hype, but you know me with hype movies,
Yeah.
never get around to watching them. I also found out Missouri, another conspiracy, is possibly, or St. Louis is the home of the ice cream cone. They created the ice cream cone.
Not cool bullshit.
Yeah, I think Italy probably have shouts on that one. So that big archway behind me is called the Gateway Archway. And I think, what's the fact about that? It's like the biggest man-made thing in the US, apparently. Apparently.
As in the
Um,
tallest.
yeah. Where are my facts gone?
So those buildings really tall. They look tiny.
They all look tiny. Yeah, I agree.
Like that looks like a little toy White House behind you.
It is a little toy White House. Yeah, it looks tiny. But yeah, that's why I'm in Missouri. I
Right.
guess we can move over to you.
Well, you reminded me talking about baseball, the Cardinals.
Cardinals. Yeah.
I saw there was this MLB game, like Blue Jays but Red Sox,
Oh yeah.
and old mate Jensen who's a player for them. He was getting traded between the two teams.
Okay.
So he was going to go between Blue Jays to Red Sox or whatever, vice versa.
Mm.
And that was the final game before his trade.
Right.
And halfway through the game, there was like a
no way.
weather condition, and the game had to get postponed halfway through. So
Mhm.
then he came into the same game the next time playing for the other team. So the first
That's
time in history
crazy.
a player's played for both teams.
So did he like change jersey sort of thing? Is that what you're saying?
As in, yeah,
That's
it got postponed, but he played in both teams in the same game.
yeah. That's pretty wild. That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, where the hell are you? Let's see. Looks very European.
Yeah.
Let me get this on full screen mode. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna move my head.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting Austrian Germany vibes. It's first instincts. My warm.
Yeah, you're warm.
Just giving it slightest. Okay. Have I hit one of them by Germany or Austria?
Have you hit one of them?
I
Have you
said-
physically assaulted one of them?
Am I in Germany or Austria is my question to you.
You? No, I'm in Germany or Austria.
You.
You're in bloody Missouri
Of course I am.
that you know nothing about.
All right.
Yes, you are correct.
So I'm getting 50-50 chance Germany.
Correct.
Well, I remember back in the heyday, 10 or so years ago, we went to Munich, but I don't think that's Munich.
Oh.
Or do I? Oh, you're giving me nothing here.
It is Munich.
Oh, wow. One of my favorite cities we visited back in 2013.
Yeah, I went to the Hoffenbrau
Yeah,
brewery.
that was awesome.
It's pretty gun.
Yeah.
I
I have no
am
idea
in
why
Munich.
you're in Munich this week.
I am in Munich because I just got home and I hadn't thought of
From
where I
Munich.
was going to from Munich back to Munich.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where I was going to put, and I just saw Faris.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And he was talking about he wants to get a Schnauzer, the dog.
Oh,
You know
Schnauzer dog.
Schnauzers?
Yeah.
Like like we were talking about it, and I was thinking about it more in the car. Like, haven't seen a Schnauzer in real life
Really?
like a decade. No, never see Schnauzers anymore.
I see
You
them
seen
quite
a
often.
Schnauzer?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like they look like UK dogs, you know? They
Yeah.
look like they belong in the UK.
I feel like they're pretty popular in Sydney, to be honest. I don't know.
Well, that's what I was saying. They used to be, but I never see them anymore.
Look, this is my personal opinion. Not my favorite dog in the whole world. I'll be honest. But that's all right, you know?
It's got a funny beard
It
mustache
does have a
thing.
nice goatee, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They seem like they've got a boss attitude. It's like,
Oh, yeah, like
yeah.
kind of senile, grumpy,
Yeah. So
Sleepy Joe
Schnauzer, so Schnauzer, Germany, and you just picked Munich?
Well, I was looking it up. Apparently, Munich is the home city of the Schnauzer.
So everywhere you go in Munich, you just Schnauzer.
There's Hoffenbraus and Schnauzers.
Schnauzer, Schnitzel.
Yeah, I always think of Eminem when I see a Schnauzer.
Eminem.
You know, yeah, like, wowza, I just made a mess of my Schnauzer. I don't know
that lyric.
I think it's a lyric. Maybe I'm making it up.
Put a breast on my mouth, wowzers. I just made a mess in my trousers. And they wonder
But
all
yeah.
right. Nice.
Faris was saying he's a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
The only fan of the show.
Yeah. Speaking of OnlyFans, I saw them in the headlines this morning. The CEO or something was paying himself like 638 million for 2 years of work.
600 and 38
Yeah.
million.
something like that.
Oh,
I've got it in pounds here, just off the top of my head. Owner paid 359 million pound dividend.
that's pretty good.
That's pretty solid.
As in, but it's not a public company, right? So he can do whatever the hell he wants.
I have no idea, but yeah, sure.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Maybe it is a public.
Um,
So I was thinking,
yeah.
why do people love indoor plants so much?
I've been thinking this for ages, but I mean,
They're so fucking annoying. Like, you just gotta water, like outdoor plants at least get rain and can sustain themselves and
yeah.
get photosynthesis.
Mm,
These dumb plants, you gotta look after them, water them. People are always complaining, oh, my, you know, spiracula plantiosis is dying and getting yellow, and fucking spend so much time looking after this thing.
yeah.
And it's just a massive inconvenience, to be honest. And like on top of that, why even waste time on plants that don't produce any output? You know, like you know,
It's
my planter box, it's all herbs and veggies.
yeah.
Anything that doesn't produce anything, I'm ripping that shit out.
That makes sense to me. I mean, some people surely just have these indoor plants like, oh, it's green, looks nice, give me a sense of purpose to water them.
Oh, get over that.
Yeah.
Get over that pretty quickly.
I mean, I like a bit of greenery in the house, but as you said, looking after it part of it.
Oh, it's
No.
so annoying.
No,
Oh yeah.
not about that. Why
No.
are we thinking about that? Have you guys got indoor plants, something? Or
Yeah,
is
we
it
have
the
indoor
fact?
plants, and we just like it's spring now, so we freshened up the planter box, put 3 different sorts of tomatoes,
Oh,
some
nice.
Brussels sprouts, some cabbage, some kale, like
Kale.
getting ready. Yeah,
Nice.
Tuscan kale.
Tuscan
Oh,
kale.
Tuscan kale. Yeah, it's gone like in like a minestrone soupy kind of,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like red Italian soup style vibe. Some
Mm,
Tuscan kale, some lemon.
mm.
Oh
That looks
yeah,
good. Yeah.
gone.
Nice.
It's gone.
Yeah. You're gonna
Uh,
make some is it sauerkraut? Is that with cabbage?
um, maybe, yeah, I might make some sauerkraut. I do like sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, apparently cabbage goes all right in the shade, and like there's part of it that's a bit more shady, and a lot of the
hmm
stuff doesn't survive. So
Slim Shady with his schnauzer.
that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's getting warm now, so
Yeah.
time
I
to
heard. I
get
heard.
get it going.
What's your old?
Getting swims in a lot.
Oh yeah.
Not putting on sunscreen. Sunscreen's a joke. Like
I
if
might have to disagree with you there. I appreciate sunscreen.
you do, but it's because you haven't figured anything out yet. It's it's all
It's all
like
mental.
it's slightly mental, but it feels like it does more damage to your skin than protects it. You put sunscreen on and get like pimples and all this crap on your face,
That's good for
and
you.
like there's a little chance you'll get melanoma, but your good chance you're gonna put shit on your skin that you don't need. It's like,
Nah.
here, you have a headache. Here's a Panadol that'll give you a
Yeah.
migraine. You know, it.
But I think generally sunscreen works. I'd much rather put it on than get absolutely burnt and get melanoma.
Yeah, but you just get burnt once and then you're eats,
Yeah, you've been telling this for years. Nah.
and then you got to do the hair. Sunscreen in your hair, and you don't have to put it anywhere else.
No pimples in your hair.
No,
How are the waves been?
the waves,
Yeah.
Marty's. It's been flat as. Flat as,
Oh yeah.
bro.
Flat is. It's like a pancake out there, eh,
Yeah.
bro?
Um,
Terrible.
yeah.
Probably my least
Oh,
favorite accent to try and do.
what? Like Islander?
Islander, New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's been heaps flat. I mean, I like it. It looks more beautiful when it's flat.
Mm.
But some waves are nice. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
there was storms a few weeks ago, and it's moved all the sandbars and structures, so it's not the best for like body
Oh, yeah.
surfing at the moment.
It's all about a
anyway.
good sandbank.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I going to tell you about? I mean, one of these news story headlines I found pretty funny is people are, finding creative ways of dating these days, It's not really about the
Or the
app setting.
supermarket.
Yeah.
Or yeah, tell me anyway. I want to hear it. Yeah, it's gone. I like it.
That's okay. Tell me anyway.
I want
All
to hear it
right.
again from you. I want to hear you tell me the story.
Okay. From my understanding, I believe it's in España, and they're going around, going to the supermarket, getting a trolley, and then there's secret code certain food items that you put in your trolley, and it shows what you're looking for in your life.
Oh, that was
I
just
mean,
like a pineapple thing.
I heard about this pineapple, but I also heard in the news if you put certain things in your trolley, it means that's what you're looking for. So you've put
Oh,
all
like you want to get a bit frisky.
I'm not getting there
Gavin.
yet. So, if you're looking for a nice, rich individual, you put some olive oil in there.
Oh, yeah.
Someone can pay for that.
Oh, yeah.
Or
A
if
big
you're
spender.
yeah, I can't think of any. The only other example I could give you is the one you're thinking of, your perverted mind, which is a cucumber. For
Oh, is that what it
obviously,
means?
I don't know. But
Cucumber.
yeah,
I would
yeah,
have thought like an eggplant or
eggplant,
something.
yeah. But
Yeah, right.
anyway, you can interpret those as you wish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But those are the only ones I can think of. I don't know if long life milk is one for a long lasting relationship or something. There's a long lasting one there.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I think it's quite a creative way to meet people face to face. I think it's a great,
Oh,
great way to, in the shops.
yeah, yeah.
Hola, ¿cómo está? That's
No,
all.
I think so too. Like I just saw it because it's like a particular supermarket, like Mercado or something like that.
Nice.
And that supermarket chain's now used it in its own advertising, I think. Like,
Genius. Yeah.
come pick up a pineapple. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was a pretty good
I think,
marketing strategy.
isn't there some history behind the pineapple as well on like cruise ships?
Cruise ships, like a
Yeah.
swingers thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you went on a cruise ship, huh?
No.
You're trying to swing?
There's absolutely no pineapples on the cruise ship. It's great watermelon though, whatever watermelon means.
Oh.
But yeah,
I love watermelon.
top three fruits for me consistently.
Yeah.
Top two even.
Top two.
Yeah, mango and watermelon, hands down.
What about like berries? Do they count as fruit?
Are you gonna put them all together, like mixed
No,
berry?
they're all
Oh,
they're all separate.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they count
Because
as a
if they're
fruit.
oh,
Is they
then
not? Is they not? Are they not a fruit? What do you?
no, yeah, I mean they are, but like they'd be pretty high up there for me then. Like a
Yeah,
raspberry. I love a raspberry.
yeah. I see how you like them. They're a bit too. They're great. A bit too tart for me.
I like them. And blue
Mhm.
babies, like a good blue
Like I
baby.
love a good strawberry, but the consistency there. Like I've been having strawberries quite a lot recently, and the consistency is just not there. Blueberries are great too.
Well,
Yeah.
straw babies, yeah, exactly right. There's zero consistency. You get so
Mhm.
many bad straw
Yeah.
babies.
Mm. That's why I think generally watermelon you get a pretty good one. Mango, that's probably where it
Mhm.
falls off as far as there's a certain seasons and they have to let them ripen and stuff. But God, they're good. A good mango is poor.
I'm so annoyed we didn't get to try Alfonso mangoes in India.
Alfonso mangoes in here. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like top tier mango, and it's from the area that we were like in around
Oh, really?
Nashik and
Oh, cool.
Mumbai. Yeah,
The king of
Um,
mangoes, apparently.
the king of mangoes, correct.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Now we'll have to go back, I guess.
sure.
Yeah.
Went for a run today.
Yeah.
Running like past. It's again warm. It's going down like a hill, and then I see like, I mean, I'll cut to the point. It was a big blue tongue. But you know,
Oh,
blue
really?
tongues look like snakes a lot, and there's been snakes around.
I haven't
Like,
seen a blue tongue lizard for so long. That's the thing I haven't probably seen. Maybe if you go out the outback, but around
no,
your
yeah,
city folk
yeah.
area,
There's heaps of blue tongues and snakes around.
nice.
A lot of nature too, actually. Black cockatoos, heaps of dolphins today, the whales. Um, there's,
I love
there's heaps of
whales.
nature.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, anyway, see this bloody blue tongue, thick bastard. And you know, like you get a
Yeah,
shock
yeah.
because you think it's a snake. Like,
But you
oh,
also like,
and, and then as I go like this, I like my shoulder like dislocates and my hamstring pulls, and I've like broken half my body. And I'm thinking, you know, some bastard's gonna tell me, "Oh, what do you get scared of a blue tongue? They're harmless." Like this is the opposite of harmless. I've hurt my shoulder and my fucking hamstring now. Probably more dangerous than a snake.
that's
So,
such a you story, but it also makes you sound so, yeah, scaredy cat.
well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna
I mean,
step on its
I
head?
generally would jump, but I don't know if I'd dislocate my shoulder. Oh,
No, I was going down a hill, so I was going fast. I had to
not going fast.
stop fast. Yeah, I was going like 500 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I guess, yeah, in your side of your eye, your peripheral, you're like, oh, snake. You gotta be
yeah,
wary. You gotta,
it does
yeah.
look like a snake.
But I love
Um,
a blue tongue. I always think they've had like some sort of lolly or they've made their tongue blue or a
yeah,
blue Slurpee.
yeah, they are
Cool
cool.
animal. Cool
Um,
animal. I love an
there used to
animal
be
that,
a beer blue tongue. Remember? I think it was
oh
alright, like a
yeah.
Tasmanian
Yeah,
beer
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. That
Um,
that popped up for a bit.
so yeah,
Um,
and that got me thinking. So, would you rather question? Would
nice.
you rather have an injury that immobilized you for 6 months, or have a niggle for the rest of your life?
I guess it depends how bad the niggle is, to be honest. But
And it's alright
you feel you
there.
like you live with it.
You live with it.
Do you have an example of a niggle? Like every time you run, you can
Um,
feel your knee sort of thing, but you can still run.
yeah, like maybe it's a click in your knee, but then every once in a while it like flares up and you have to like maybe take that day off.
Yeah. Look, without going into the long of it, I would say my instinct is going with the 6 month injury. But then my theory is then I'd hopefully would never.
Immobilized. Immobilized.
Oh, that's pretty terrible.
Not an injury.
So you're sat on the couch at home for 6 months.
Correct.
Oh, but then are you guaranteed never to get injured ever again and you're the best?
No, this is just what someone's told you. It's a classic would you rather. You can't
I,
answer all these. There's a
I know,
gun to
but
your head and you have to answer it. No
oh,
conditions, otherwise you get shot through the
I
brain.
hate these. I hate these. It feels like there's so much pressure. I'm making this huge
Yeah,
decision.
it is. You could be immobilized for 6 months after this decision, or have a niggle.
I'll go with the niggle. You're really not selling the 6 month immobilized.
I don't know. I might go with the immobilized.
I knew
I
you were going
hate
to say whatever
niggles.
I wouldn't say. Yeah,
Yeah,
great. Would you rather? Well, I've got
yeah, thanks.
a question for you.
Hmm.
What if you were to open up a pub? What would be your
Hmm.
top five or five menu items for a pub meal? What are your
Am I
five essential?
catering to people with tongues in Australia or like the
You are
UK
opening
clientele
your pub. This is
in Australia?
what anywhere. I think anywhere.
I can choose the location.
Sure. Yeah. I think you're thinking about a location too much. What are your like, yeah, if you were to have five classic pub meals that you would want, you think would be popular?
All right. Just, I mean, obviously, and I'm cooking them too, right?
Oh, yeah, you don't have to. Just you're gonna produce the best of these. It's more just the fact, what do you like at a pub meal? Once again, I think you're getting into
Oh,
it
that's
too much.
very different because if I was producing them, I would choose the right produce and the right
Yeah.
preparation method to make sure it's good. But if I had if it was guaranteed to be the best, then I would have a different choice.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, a beef burger.
Okay, that was on my list. Yep, good.
Beef burger. It would have to have pink in the middle, brisket chuck patty, good cheese, crispy lettuce, red onion, like a classic, maybe
Yep.
with a special sauce,
Okay, nice. Would I
like
always? I
pickles.
was been wanting to ask you this as well. You know, when you go to like whatever a restaurant, pub, do you, if you could, would you choose normal fries or sweet potato fries? No extra charge.
Normal fries.
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
always think it's a bit ridiculous that they charge extra for it. But anyway, moving on.
wait, charge. No, I said normal fries.
No, charging extra for sweet potato fries.
Oh, yeah, well, you would choose normal fries, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Most, yeah,
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah, I don't mind sweet potato fries. I like sweet potato fries, in fact, but
Yeah,
I
I love
wouldn't
them.
choose them over normal
Yeah,
fries.
yeah. Okay, so beef burger. You don't.
No,
I like that you're going into the detail, but you don't have to. What's number two?
I think I'd go with a Jaeger schnitzel. Anyone that
Just to,
asks for a palmy, I tell them get out. You
okay,
have
because
to have Jaeger
I
here.
was gonna go with palmy,
Yeah,
but I
so
think
you
that's just
wouldn't you wouldn't mention that in my pub. It's a Jaeger schnitzel,
okay.
the true Munich
Of
style.
course.
I'm in Munich now, and I've been eating a lot of Jaeger schnitzels. Yeah, Jaeger, potato rosti, mushroom sauce,
Like at
Jaeger
Una's,
sauce.
basically.
Correct.
Okay, nice.
Okay, then obviously a steak.
Yep, I had that too. Yep.
Yeah.
I had
Probably
steak,
like
chips, and salad. I'm sorry, yeah.
Maybe I guess the side maybe you could choose. So maybe some roast Kipfler potatoes, some
Mm-hmm.
baby broccolini.
Nice.
You'd probably have a choice of three sides, and you could choose one of
Yep.
them. But
So it's
good
that.
steak.
Yeah.
Like no, I never order steak anymore because there's just no good steaks
Yeah, I agree.
available.
I rarely get a steak.
So that's three. Then you know what? I might actually go a bit controversial here and do a soup of the day. Soup of the day. Good. Like it'd be the
Yeah.
soup come forth for Oh, did you hear Tim's pub actually has really gun soup, and they like a good 12-hour bone broth with like maybe Sri Lankan style. It'd be different.
Whoa.
Be a different soup of the day.
I mean, it's sounding pretty soup Nazi, like word of mouth, people queuing up for this incredible soup.
Correct. It's people go in, oh, it's a pub. Oh, what's this Sri Lankan soup doing there? And then
That is a bit rogue, though. I just don't think a
Rogue,
lot of people would pick that. Maybe they would. I don't know.
I mean, you're
No.
making me think on the spot, and that's
No,
what
that's
comes to
good.
my
I
mind.
like it. I like it. I always think it outside the box.
What's your fourth?
Mine was, look, I also did on the spot sort of thinking, but I don't know. I'm kind of regretting it now, but fish and chips.
Oh yeah, no chance. No, I wouldn't
Yeah.
do like a battered fish and chips. I would,
Yeah.
consider doing like a lemon butter sole or something. If I did a fish, it wouldn't be fish and chips.
Fair enough.
It'd
Yeah.
be like a
Okay.
fish of the day. But I don't think I will do a fish of the day just because of the inventory problems. Like you want fish to be fresh.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, the reason I chose that and then my next choice were because I was thinking about the cross collaboration between Australia and the UK. And these two items generally show up on most pubs, which is bangers and mash and fish and chips. I feel are pretty
Oh
popular.
yeah, I wouldn't do either of those. But I like fish and chips, but I probably wouldn't serve it at my pub. If I had a pub, I want it to be like a gastro pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want people to come to my pub to eat, not to drink.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking about, I like a good half chook. Can be good at a pub sometimes. I think it's just good value for money.
A
Yum.
pie. a pie
I was
dog,
gonna
like
say
a good
pie, but yeah, there's a lot of options. It's just picking those top five.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what I'd have for my fifth, to be honest.
Like in the UK, they love a curry here on the pub menu, which I thought was a bit
Oh,
rogue, but to be fair, it's
yeah.
pretty delicious curries consistently.
Maybe
Um,
maybe like
a pasta dish or pasta dish.
I'd probably just do another type of meat, like a lamb rump, or like a
Oh,
porchetta or something like that.
mm, that sounds delicious.
Because I'd have my wood fire oven
Of
at the
course,
pub, and
of
I'd
course,
cook it in there.
obviously.
Yeah.
But don't be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Think I want to be cooking on some sort of Bunsen burner, do you?
Yeah. So, how boss is LiDAR?
Our boss is what?
LiDAR? You know that scanning technology where they can look underground?
Actually, I think I do. Yeah.
You would do, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
reading
yeah.
about this like 3,000-year-old cities discovered in Amazon. It's I think under
Actually,
Ecuador or
I do
something.
know it. That's awesome. Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's so sick. Like they're full on like connected cities with roads and underground passages and all of this stuff. It's awesome. And then like under Amazon they found like pyramids and I think in
Yeah, yeah.
Bolivia or something. Um there's so much cool stuff with LiDAR. I bet like Graham Hancock is
That's
absolutely
that's who I was thinking
buzzing right
about.
now.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, he
it's
always talks about it.
incredible. Yeah.
But then I was just thinking, like, with all this LiDAR, as if they haven't found Atlantis yet. Like, it's about bloody time.
Yeah.
Like, I think Plato spoke about in like 350 BC. It's been, what, 2,500 years and they can't find Atlantis.
I'm just reading
Seems
here.
wild.
There is no evidence that Atlantis exists because it was invented by Plato as a fictional story.
Ew, who are these so-called experts?
Ah, that's true.
Well, why then you can just say everything that Plato said is
Nothing.
a fictional story.
Yeah.
Everything's a fictional story. But yeah, possibly. I mean,
Mm.
Brian Muraseku,
Oh,
Muraseku,
yeah, sounds about right.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a king.
He reckons Plato was just tripping on psychedelic wine when they
Hey,
came up with all of this.
they all were.
Yeah, I think it makes a pretty plausible case.
Hmm. Oh,
For
100%.
anyone listening, Immortality Key, Brian Muraseku, whatever the hell his name is,
Yeah,
gun book,
read it.
great book. Talking
Absolutely.
about books.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier. So, how last week I was cleaning and I said, I had to take everything apart. So, yeah, bookshelf was one of it.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, but like, how often do you read a book more than once?
Not very often. Really not
Buying
often at all.
books it seems like a dumb purchase buying a book.
I think so too. Yeah. I love the
Like,
library.
yeah, I know. And I was thinking, like, oh, why am I buying these books? I wish you could just like rent them. And I'm like, oh, libraries, they've been around forever and that's great. But like, no one goes to libraries.
I love the library. I think it's the best. I think it's a hack,
How
to be
often
honest.
you go to library?
Well, no, not that often because you rent out your books and you have to read them. I'm not like a, super whiz
How
reader.
long how long can you rent them for?
Here it's like I think you can go 2 weeks, something like that, 2-ish week, 2, 3 weeks. Let's go 2 weeks. Then you can renew them again online at home, then renew them again. So you can
Oh,
get like six.
you can do it
Yeah,
online.
yeah. But then after that third renewal, you have to hand them back. But yeah, it's great. Like it's so good.
I don't know why like they just don't do like a digital membership library. Like Netflix old model where you just order your DVDs and you can
Yeah,
for
yeah.
as long as you want and post them back. They should do
It-
that with libraries.
It's not a bad idea. I thought you meant like audiobooks or something like that. But I guess that kind of exists, doesn't it? Surely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like because people still like reading paper
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you don't have to pay for this big facility government. I'm assuming the council pays for
Normally,
it.
yeah.
You just set up this boom out of a factory. How you going? Sends to you. Keep it for as long as you want. Return it.
Yeah. My only well, not argument, but the reason why people would buy books is to almost like look at my books that I've got at my home. I've read these. Like it's like a coffee table
Yes,
book or all these things. I always think they take up so much space,
they
you know.
do. But I don't want to throw them out.
No, because it
Like,
costs you a fortune.
I just wish I never bought it.
Like I rented this. Well, I don't think that's the word. Borrowed this book from the library. So I haven't read it yet. Tupac Shakur autobiography, which I'm pretty G to read. Open up the
Machiavelli.
front cover. What?
Machiavelli.
I thought you said hello. Yeah, open up the front page and you see the price. I was like, 25 squid, $50. I was like, that's wild for a book.
I feel like that's classic. Like for
Yeah.
most new books are like $50, $40.
Yeah. But
Mm.
yeah, I've started reading the Martin Scorsese book. It's pretty
Oh yeah,
cool, pretty interesting. He's
nice.
so Italian and like so family man, and his parents are really cool.
Yeah,
But it's pretty interesting. His like, I don't know. I just want to watch all his films again already.
I love them.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Scorsese when I was young. Like
Mm.
I loved all those mobster movies
Oh yeah.
so
Like
much.
Goodfellas has to be. I don't know how I'd rank it, but up there.
Yeah, I know it's really good, but I reckon it's nowhere near as good as many of the others.
Oh yeah. You always talk about what's the one? Once Upon a Time.
Oh, Once Upon a
Yeah.
Time in America's unreal. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Such a good
You
movie.
just need that attention span, which it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's difficult. Um, but yeah.
Uh, and then I finished off that Robert Webb book, guy from Peep Show, Jeremy
Oh
from Peep
yeah.
Show. It's a pretty good read. It's quite an interesting take on, I guess, being a man and all the pressures that come along being a man. Um, just all this stuff.
It's like a mental health kind of book.
Yeah, a little bit of mental health, like his story, how he was brought up. Um, just all those classic things like going to school, university, pressures of, I don't know, going out, meeting people, girlfriends, drinking, all these certain things that are so important. And I was like, just an interesting take on it.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's pretty cool. He went to Cambridge, which I thought was pretty awesome. And
So
met,
it's not funny.
oh, there's definitely funny bits, definitely some funny stories. And like a
Mm.
lot of the stuff in Peep Show, I think is based on his um, life. So I think
Yeah, right.
he went to like a life counselor sort of thing. And then in university, he was, you know, going out with this girl, but was actually fancied this guy. And then they ended up going out with each other sort of
Who
situation.
the girl and the guy,
Yeah.
not him.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he
right.
was super depressed about that. Yeah, bits and pieces, but it was pretty fascinating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So you still haven't been reading anything?
No.
Yeah, nice. Fair enough.
It's I've got limited time in my
Yeah,
day, and I
yeah.
just choose to put it towards other things. Like even podcasts, man.
Oh, it's a lot of
I
time.
used I used to go through. I'd listen to at least an episode a day of something.
Hmm.
Now I got to choose like maybe two podcasts a week, I reckon.
I've been gunning the podcast on 1.5 to 1.8 times speed to help with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Definitely
I
helps.
do that sometimes, but
Mm.
I do 1.2, I think.
Oh yeah.
1.5 is like I feel like you miss
Yeah, it's a lot to
the
take in.
misgivity.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's too brat for me.
So brat. Not demure at all.
No.
Speaking of brats and podcasts, I was at the gym the other day and like you walk in, I was listening to the Trump on I think it was on Theo
Let's
Von I think it was on
oh
Theo.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On 1.5 speed. So blah, 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 like trying to
Mm.
concentrate, take it all in. Walk into the gym and blasting this awful hip hop music, new school hip hop music. I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
like, oh, it's
Yeah.
hurting my ears. I've already got an instant headache. Can't hear this podcast. Everyone in the gym's already got headphones in, so I don't want to listen.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I
And I'm
notice that
like,
all the time.
it was so frustrating, and it made me think, maybe be self-conscious. I was like, whenever I play music at home and it's a bit loud, I'm like, do people want to hear this? Or like, when you go to a social gathering or whatever, and you choosing the music. Like, I generally think I have a pretty good taste in music, but maybe I don't, because maybe this kid at the gym thought he had good taste in music.
Well, also, I think it depends on one, your group of friends, because generally a lot of time your group of friends listen to the same music,
Yeah,
and probably your age. Like, I don't know how many people, millennials listen to that new school rap.
mm,
Oh, and millennials, maybe anyone older. There's no way
yeah,
boomers are listening to like young Chevy
no,
or whatever the hell their names are.
definitely could be a rapper. But yeah, he was skipping through songs, which is already so annoying. And he skips through
Mm.
Hypnotized by Biggie. And I'm like, oh, you had
Ah,
one chance. You had one chance,
yeah,
one more chance by Biggie. Like, oh,
yeah.
anyway, very
I
frustrating.
love I love that I think it's the second line. Huh, like twist cabbage on instinct.
Yeah,
Don't think shit stink.
they,
Pink Gators, my Detroit
like,
players. Pinks for the
oh,
hooligans in Brooklyn. Like
yeah.
that whole like twist cabbage on instinct. That's sick.
Oh, yeah.
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 Um
I think mine's
yeah.
the Dread Cherry M3. I can't remember the lyrics, to be honest. Anyway,
With the limousine.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Red Lumberjack. Anyway,
That's
that's juicy.
juicy. Yeah.
I think it's because I'm
Uh,
thinking of that video I sent you guys, like, of all those pictures of Biggie in Brooklyn,
oh yeah.
which is so cool.
I was asking Beth the other day, like, do you still remember all the lyrics to Juicy? Because I remember teaching her like when we first met.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah.
Um, and then I was sure I would have forgotten, but as I got into it, yeah, start to
Yeah,
end,
yeah, yeah,
pretty
yeah.
I was pretty proud of myself.
As you should be.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
We we were looking at like gems today.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and so we're going through and like whatever. And the chick that works there is like, oh, you don't want that one. That one's too soft. Like let me give you an example. Diamonds like a 10 and sapphires a 9 and opals a 6 and this is like a 4.
What are these
And I'm like,
ratings based on?
yeah, and I'm like, what does that mean? She's like, oh, well, it's just soft and this one's hard. I'm like, what the hell? No, like I get you repeated yourself, but what does that actually mean? And she's like,
Repeating
oh,
yourself
well,
makes it more legitimate.
yeah. And I'm like, she's just keeps saying soft to hard. I'm like, I'm pretty sure if you threw both of those stones at me, it would hurt. I don't think one of them's, like made of tissues and the other one's made of metal. But yeah, I think what it means is if you like fall and it hits the ground, it like more likely to scratch or like
Mm.
crack or something like that.
I mean, it doesn't really
Um,
give me an answer on Google as well, but I remember we were on the cruise ship and there was a trivia question about what's the scale? And it's the Mohs scale. But it just
I
says
don't
it's
know.
a scale of hardness, is the way to rank the hardness of gemstones, one being the softest and 10 being the hardest. It's like
Yeah.
doesn't really
What does that
answer my
mean,
question.
hardness?
Yeah. I guess
But,
hardness is durability and care, exposure to chemicals. It still doesn't really answer I don't know.
mm,
Is it just durability?
yeah, I think so. Talking about moss, there's a cool stone called like moissanite,
Well,
moissanite.
nice.
And so, like, I might butcher this, but from my understanding, it was like first discovered on a meteor that hit Earth.
Yeah.
And when they found it, it had like it looked exactly like a diamond. Like it for 7 years or something, everyone thought it was like diamonds.
Hmm.
And then they realized had like all really similar properties, but it was slightly different to a diamond. The guy that found it was like someone moisten or something.
Yeah, I've just got it
Um,
here for you. It's pretty You're right. Like in 1893, Moissan discovered moissanite while examining rocks from a meteor crater in Canyon Diablo, Arizona. He initially mistook the crystals for diamonds, but later identified them as silicon carbide in 1904.
yeah,
Pretty
and
fascinating. Yeah.
pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
I mean, and
Meteor
now
crater.
all
Yeah.
of these are lab grown or whatever, but it's like a space diamond.
Hmm.
And
I
I
mean,
was thinking moissanite doesn't it sounds so much like kryptonite, and I wonder if they made it
um,
ite at the end because of kryptonite. Because didn't kryptonite come from space or something?
don't know. I have to fact check that one. But I mean, I'm just looking at them. They look, diamond and moissanite look pretty similar to my amateur
Yeah,
gemstone eyes. So,
yeah. I think that's why they thought they were diamonds.
um, that's pretty cool though. The mineral known as
Um,
kryptonite, not to be confused with the real element krypton, was the first illusion introduced in radial series. And I just said, man, no, that doesn't answer it. But yeah, sure I can find some
hmm.
history of why they went with kryptonite there. But yeah, some of these
But
trivia questions are bloody hard. Like
I love a
gemstones and
trivia.
yeah, like I thought about you when you was doing it, like gemstones and astrology, and I was like, oh, you would smash astrology. I feel you did that at uni in America, right?
I did.
Yeah,
It was my favorite subject.
nice.
Uh, Loved it. Well, it's
And I
not
think
astrology, astronomy.
astronomy, right?
But I assume that's what you meant. I don't
Sure.
know much about
I,
astrology.
I don't, to be honest, I don't know if I don't know if what they
Astrology
are.
is like the bullshit star signs,
Yeah,
Libra compatibility and all of that
I think
stuff.
that's what it was in the trivia, whereas I always thought they're just linked.
No, astrology is like bullshit. Well, it depends, I guess, but I'm sure there's some sort of
Well, I just thought star
thinking behind it.
signs, I don't know. But yeah,
Um, no, I don't know much about astrology,
fair enough.
but astronomy I like.
Yeah.
Um, we've got council elections next week.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Nice.
and like, oh, whatever. Okay, you get the flyers and everything in your post box, and
So annoying. I
like, okay,
hate all the flyers.
yeah, I was about to chuck them in the bin. I'm like, okay, I'll read the two, just
Yeah.
so make an informed decision. And these guys, Labor's libs, literally on things they've implemented, they have this exact same thing. Like, sports ground up, the specific park with the
Hmm.
sports ground they updated, like the new plaza they set up. They're bloody quoting the same things. And I'm like, how are you meant to choose? One of them's a liar. So, so like, you got a 50-50 of getting a liar in there anyway. And
Yeah.
probably none of them did it anyway. Like, it was probably a community initiative.
Oh, I hate politics. I just do.
Yeah.
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 That's very
Although
frustrating.
American politics are pretty entertaining.
It is. I mean, when here in the UK, when I had to do up my first voting, it was the same thing. So much paperwork came through the front door, like insane. I had a picture of me, like just stacks of paper. And I'm like, all of
Yeah.
them like, oh yeah, trying to protect the environment. I'm like, you're printing off all this color printing
Yeah.
and all this paper, which is going straight back into the recycling bin as soon as I
Yeah.
read all your nonsense. It's just, and you're right, they all are saying the same thing, just in differently worded phrases.
But these were actually the same thing.
And they copy and paste each other.
Like they're literally saying they've implemented this specific facility. But I feel like
Liars.
council elections are probably they
They are
probably have the
important.
most impact on you, right?
Yeah.
Because they're actually doing things where you live.
Mm. Yeah. I was curious, have you ever watched Gavin and Stacey before?
I have watched 2 episodes, I think,
Mm.
just because I'd seen clips of it and I was like, this looks pretty funny and I wanted to watch it, but I didn't get into it.
Because I was sort of the same as you. When I first watched it, I watched a couple episodes, and I feel like I couldn't understand the Welsh accents. It's
Yeah,
really
it is
difficult.
difficult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I guess with subtitles on and push through, and it's a great show. Highly recommend watching it. Um, but yeah, anyway, there's lots of hype in the UK about it at the moment. Like they're filming its finale, so they've had like big gaps between their finale episodes and stuff, and it's coming out this Christmas. So when you're here, maybe get around to watching it.
Oh, as in, I thought it like a super old show.
It is super old, but they've been like spreading it out. They left it on cliffhangers for like ages. Um,
Oh, right.
yeah,
You reckon worth a watch?
I think so. It's just a
Like,
nice little
like
love story. It's funny. Get into the characters. It's good. It's good. I think.
what would you compare it to?
I don't know. It's just that typical UK style show, really. Funny uncles and funny characters, funny situations. I mean, James Corden's, how funny James Corden is.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
funny. But I don't see how they can do cliffhangers. Like
It's
it's
just,
not suspenseful or
well,
anything.
it's just the relationship sort of situations. Like you get to know the characters and you're like, oh, what's going to happen sort of thing. Like I'm just
Right.
seeing here, season 3 finished in 2010, and then they had some Christmas special in 2019.
Yeah,
And now
right.
they're going to have another finale, obviously, in 2024. So it's pretty crazy. I guess it's just that
I feel like
popularity.
that's a thing now. It's like the best show that ever did that was Twin Peaks.
Haven't watched that.
Twin Peaks, it's gun.
Yeah.
I mean the originals are gun.
Is this in the 90s? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. Probably, maybe earlier than the 90s.
Okay.
Actually, maybe 90s.
I don't know. You have to
Yeah,
fact.
probably the 90s. Probably the 90s. But like, without ruining too much,
Mm.
there's like you know, the last episode, like one of the main characters goes, I'll see you in 28 years. And 28 years to that last episode, they released the next season.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, that is awesome. It says here, I'll see you in 25 years. That's, yeah, that's a huge spoiler
Yeah.
there, so I'm not going to read that. Anyway,
But you should watch it.
yeah,
It's really weird. It's David Lynch,
okay,
like a bit trippy, but
yeah,
it's really good. It's really good.
nice. Um,
But obviously 90s show, which we spoke about, they've kind
yeah,
of
yeah, that's
brought
true.
it back.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I,
speaking of spin-offs as well, finally watched Bad Boys for Life. That latest
haven't
one that
seen it.
came out.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
haven't seen
I
it.
mean, I didn't have to watch it, but it was one of those things. Like, I love the Bad Boys. I think Bad
Yeah,
Boys are
yeah.
great. Yeah, so classic. And you kind of knew that the newer one's just not going to be that great, but it's just something to watch. Anyway,
I heard
it's
it's all
just,
right.
it's all right. I mean,
Yeah.
the plot was pretty good. Pretty good. A bit too long. Maybe my attention spans. But anyway, they're just making fun of how old they are the whole time, which is pretty funny. I feel like I can relate to that now.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but there's certain things that, like, as maybe a perfectionist, you see things, and also loving cars, like certain things they should have implemented. Like they've got this navy blue Porsche Carrera 4S, and at the start of the movie, there's like a bit of a car scene, and he's like drifting the car. And if you knew, a 4S means it's four-wheel drive, so you're not going to be doing these crazy slides, which frustrates me. They should have gone back to the OG black Porsche Turbo from the 90s that they had, or even the Ferrari, silver Ferrari in the second one. But I think the Porsche would have been a good way to do it. But it just frustrates me. Little details like that. It's a very easy little fix, but they got the money to do it.
Wait, why can't, but if, is it for a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive?
Isn't that the same thing? I don't know.
No. All-wheel drive, it's always four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive, you can switch
You can
between
change it.
real.
Yeah, you got me there, partner. Bloody automotive journalist over here. Well, maybe you can then. Maybe it's okay.
Yeah,
But then still
yeah.
the navy blue still grinded my gears. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's saying 4S with all-wheel drive. It says it can be converted to rear-wheel drive. I guess that, yeah, but I think that means you have to convert it. So it sounds like it's all-wheel drive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So then you can't drift.
Well, you can, but it's not like these backwards sliding drifts. It's
Yeah,
like a four-wheel drift.
yeah.
Yeah. But they're pretty funny guys. I think Martin Lawrence is a pretty funny fella. Like he was
He is
massive in the
funny.
90s.
Yeah, Black Knight, such a good movie.
I haven't seen that either.
Oh, it's a good
Yeah.
one. And there was
Yeah.
that other one where like like hit a blue diamond or something in like an air vent, and he's
Okay.
trying to get that back. He's a robber, whatever that movie was. Do you remember it?
No.
Oh, it was good.
Blue Streak, is that the one?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the one. Blue
That seems
Streak.
quite, looking at the pictures, it looks pretty funny.
Right.
Um,
I bought some basketball shoes yesterday. Like I played basketball for like 10 years and never bought basketball shoes. Now I'm playing one game and I bought a pair because I'm
what
just
game?
don't want to injure myself.
What game are you playing in?
Old boys game.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. Old
Yeah.
boys. Yeah. Makes sense. Um, what shoes do you get?
I don't know. They were like one of the cheapest ones there. Nike G-Force 2s
Oh yeah,
or something.
I'm sure they'll do the job.
Yeah, $100 on special.
No, as long as you got
Yeah,
ankle support, should be pretty
yeah, it's got
fine.
ankle support. The color scheme isn't what I would probably usually go for. I guess
What,
that's why they were on sale.
what color are
But
they?
they're
Like
alright. They're
bright
like
yellow or something?
no, they're like white, green with a bit of yellow.
Yeah, okay.
They're alright. They're alright.
Nice. Have you given it a test run yet?
No, I only got them yesterday.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, you
yeah,
gotta have basketball shoes. You all know about
yeah, I know.
that.
You learned the hard way.
Oh yeah. Sprained ankles, fake basketball shoes that weren't tied properly. That's what you get though. That's what you get.
Yeah. Beth was saying she wanted to get tickets to L.A.B. They're coming to Sydney. You know,
Oh, I love L.A.B.
yeah, I thought you liked them.
Yeah.
And I was listening to them in the car, and man, they gun. Like I just know like Reggae Man and the Air song.
No, I think it's Air, isn't that what it's called? But
Yeah,
look, I say I love them. I probably know the same as you, like a couple of songs of theirs, but they're great.
they have so much like diversity in the music. They've got like I was obviously a lot of reggae,
Mm,
but they got like kind of groovy beats, electro, and even like some like we're listening to one song and it was reminding me of like MJ, PYT, and like
oh,
Baby Mine. Like
send that over. Boom.
that, yeah. I'll check it out. One, oh, there was one. Yes, I Do. Real good song too. It's got like
Mm,
little harmonies and little like guitar twangs in it.
nice. Saying of Yes I Do, remember that? Is it what's it called? Teskey Brothers. Is it Say I Do? Whatever that song. Like, Say I do. Ba, ba, ba. I love
Yeah.
And you want me. Say you
It's
do.
yeah. I don't know if that is the name of the song.
That probably isn't, but I love that song.
Yeah, Teskey's is just so gun.
Mm.
I reckon
But
still one of the best live, maybe the best live apart from Johnny,
mm,
maybe the best live performance I've ever seen.
yeah, his vocals are unreal. Like
Unreal.
the fact that he can do that and not have to cough or
Yeah.
drink water or
we're so lucky we saw him in a small, like an intimate setting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's
Oh,
no
it was
way you could see that again. Like they're
and like
massive now.
even doing those stuff at the end. What's their biggest song? I'm blanking now, but you know when they get the crowd.
Hold me.
Oh me, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and they get the
yeah, yeah,
crowd to do it. That's so awesome. Just
yeah.
acoustic, not even acoustic. What's the word I'm
Have you
thinking of?
seen
A cappella.
now? Like when they do that in big venues, like
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
stadium, like everyone's doing it. Because
yeah,
how good was it when we were doing it in a small venue?
yeah. I
Imagine
still think
now,
a
like
big stadium would be awesome. But
yeah,
yeah,
but as in for that, it would be awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
otherwise, it's
Yeah, I
always
agree.
so much better in small place.
I mean, that reminds me of when we saw Rex Orange County.
Yeah, that was good too.
That was also good. It was a strange situation as far as I don't know, being with a bunch of 13-year-olds and we are like 20. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, I think he was still blowing up then. Like he was obviously very popular, but it's pretty massive, I think.
Is he now? I haven't really,
I don't know, I'm just
I
looking like
don't
he's
haven't
got
heard much.
like Best Friends got 600 mil listens. Some of his newer stuff's got, like Sunflowers 500 mil. I don't know. Popular.
Sunflower's old.
Yeah.
That was the best song, I think,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
when all the trumpets and everything came
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. 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 Awesome. Just seeing what else I've got to mention to your partner. I think
I'm loving acai bowls at the moment. I reckon I'm eating like 3 to 4 a week.
you swear you mentioned that the other day.
Did I? Did I?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm loving them. I
One
have
of
them
the
for
OG.
breakfast. Have
I
them
mean,
all
they're
the
great.
time.
I mean, to be fair, every breakfast I'm having is like mixed berries, yogurt, granola, which is similar. It's not exactly an acai bowl, but
It's very different.
yes. But it's that style
Yeah,
of food.
yeah. I'm addicted, and then I realized it's just because I must be addicted to sugar.
Oh,
But
for
in my
sure.
brain, I'm like, I want to eat healthy, and acai bowl, like, oh yeah, it's kind of healthy. But really,
Yeah.
you're eating like a big bowl of ice cream.
Yeah. I think we also discussed that, you chuck on the Nutella, the peanut butter,
Oh
the
yeah.
calories
Oh
just
yeah.
pack up.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's so gun though.
yeah. I was going to
Uh,
mention to you more news facts. I just saw that Selena Gomez is a billionaire. It's like, good on
oh
her.
yeah.
I couldn't expect that, but
She's
she's
got
pretty
some
popular.
products or something.
Don't know. But I also realized I think she's going out with a really funny guy. What's his name again? Benny Bianco. I think he's a food dude. Benny Blanco. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No, no, no. I just
Um,
know her from Only Murders in the Building.
Only Murders in the
Great,
Building. That's
great
yeah, oh, yeah. I
show.
need to watch that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Is that good?
Yeah, I rate it. I think it's really funny. I mean, I love Steve Martin.
Steve Martin's. Oh, so good.
So good.
You're gonna have
Um,
to help me with this one. I remember this as a kid being really. I think it was Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin. Is that a thing? There's a movie.
oh, there is a movie with them, but that's like
Bowfinger.
yeah, Bowfinger.
I remember that being really funny, I think, or just a
Um,
good movie. I don't know
there's
why,
just
but
he had heaps. Dirty Rotten
yeah.
Scoundrels was like one of
Hmm.
the best. The Jerk, really good.
Probably haven't
Um,
seen half of these. You've seen so many movies, I feel, which is great.
then there's
The Jerk
like he
looks
had
familiar.
two with Goldie Hawn that were both really good.
Okay.
Um, but Mastermind or something, son. Novocaine. He had heaps.
Masterminds looks like a recent comedy. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, no, it's
Mastermind.
the
Okay.
brain, something brain or mind.
Pinky and the Brain.
The pinky and the brain. Um,
Uh,
yeah, he's gone.
and then
Then
another new. Oh yeah, go on. Sorry.
I was just thinking, you know how it's a random thought, but you know how this year's a leap year?
Oh yeah, I did forget that. Yeah.
You know how all f- all calculations, I guess mostly financial calculations, are annualized.
Yeah.
Do they annualize to the leap year, or do they not?
I would presume they do.
So you reckon they do 366?
Or maybe they don't.
Because if they're
I don't know.
not, someone's getting shafted here.
Oh yeah.
It could be them, depending if you're paying or you're getting paid, but
it's a great thought. Yeah. Uh,
man,
um,
you know why they do leap years?
I remember I found it. I can't remember now. Tell me.
So they it's actually like I think the
Earth's orbit. I'm just reading now.
around the sun,
Yeah.
it actually takes like a quarter more of a day than 365.
Yeah.
But because we're in days and we're in calendars, they
Mm.
just make it a day every 4 years, add a day to make up for the quarter extra every year.
Interesting. Nah.
Mm.
What was I going to mention to you? I was watching Kill Tony, which I've been absolutely loving.
Yeah, it's great.
And there's an episode where Tony doesn't know what the bean is in Chicago.
There's a giant bean in downtown Chicago?
Yeah.
It's like all mirror.
You've never heard of the bean, nigga?
You all have heard of this?
Oh yeah.
And everyone obviously knows what it is. And he's like, how do I not know what this is? How do I not know what this is? And I was just thinking, I feel like that's up there in the worst feelings in the world when you don't know something and everyone's like, oh, that's so obvious. How do you not know that? And you just feel like an absolute dummy. Which
It
I feel
happened to me.
like I knew that was what you were going to say.
No, well,
Yeah.
when I saw the guys earlier and talking about Hungry Dummies,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, how did you know that was Barcelona in the
Yeah.
last game?"
Yeah. It's true. How
But
did you not
I
know?
did.
You
I
did.
just tricked everyone to make the
I-
episode more interesting for everyone,
Yeah.
so they had time to guess.
Obviously, it's so obvious.
Oh, but it's obviously I got it tattooed on my biceps.
My ginormous biceps because I've perfected
Yeah.
how to train.
You know what's
Oh.
actually gone? Temporary tattoos. Like I got some like a couple months ago.
But why like for Australia Day or something? Why do you get?
No, as in like they're not like the kids ones. They're like a real adult temporary
adult
tattoos.
temper. I'm real mad.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, like I don't know, it just came up in an ad and they were $1.15 teamy. So when
So you
I
actually
needed
purchased.
because this type of crap I added to my teemu basket,
Yeah.
and then when I need minimum order,
Yeah,
and
of
then
course.
I just add this crap to it, and I got them, and yeah, like they put on and they look like a real tattoo, and they stay on for like I don't know 3 weeks.
So what's like
And
what kind of tattoos did you get? Tribal ones?
I mean, it's like I got like a pack of 80 tattoos or something,
So
little thin
unicorns and little flowers.
I have some unicorns and flowers and stuff, but no, I can't remember the ones I did. Like I had like a paper airplane,
That's pretty deep.
like
Pretty artistic of you.
I
mean,
can't remember.
I remember as a kid, I loved temporary tattoos. I thought it was such a nice feeling when you just wipe it off and you're like, oh, it's on me. Like
Yeah,
so
it's cool.
painless and you're like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Like
You get the satisfaction of having a tattoo,
Yeah.
and then when you don't want the tattoo
you
anymore,
just rub it off.
goes.
Yeah. I mean, you got a great point there.
And yeah, $1.50 for like 80 tattoos.
But I guess how legit do they look? Like I feel like
They
normally,
look pretty legit, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
I wanna
like
see
they're
a
not
picture
like
of you.
they're like The ones I got like this small, little tiny ones.
Yeah, but I'm just like I'm talking like full sleeve, you know.
Oh yeah, you could probably get ones like that as well.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty
Um,
cool. But it also
it's
reminds me,
cool.
do you remember those like fake sleeves you could get? Like
Oh
shooting
yeah, yeah,
sleeves?
yeah.
They're pretty funny.
Yeah, so I was thinking we do a new segment,
Yeah,
to
yeah, we
finish it
can
off. We have the segment at the start with the city of
yeah,
where
yeah,
we've been
yeah,
traveling.
yeah.
And then, it is
I like
Hungry
it.
Dummies, so it makes sense to talk about food.
Okay,
So I think we have a food discussion to
okay.
finish off the episode.
The inaugural
Um,
food discussion. Well, how are you gonna run this down?
I don't know, just a topic, and
Okay,
then a quick one to end the show.
okay.
Um, um, la 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 la. Food discussion of the podcast.
Food discussion of the end of the podcast. Boom.
Um, nice.
All right, let's start it.
Okay, so is a Pop Tart a ravioli? Ravioli. Goose always used to mention this YouTube. YouTube, dude. Have you seen the YouTube guy? Ravioli, ravioli, ravioli. What's in the pocket, holy?
No.
Ravioli, ravioli. What's in the pocket? Oh.
You should plug that guy. I think he became a famous DJ. Um, but yeah,
To answer your question, I think it is. And my justification behind that is because there's a flavoring inside a pastry.
I don't think it is. I think it's a silly question. In fact, I don't think it's it's bizarre that you think so.
I think I was trying to more twist the plot, to be honest. But
Like, it's obviously a ravioli, the
I mean,
pasta.
of course, it's not a ravioli. It's nowhere near a ravioli. Like you don't boil it in water. You don't like it's not made out of pasta dough.
All right, all right, all right. One more then.
So that's a clear cut no.
The clear no. What is eating a kiwi fruit with the skin on?
I don't personally do that, but from my memory, I believe you do it.
Well, it was something I adopted later in life,
Okay.
and I can't eat it without the skin on now. The skin adds so much crunch and texture, and I mean, apart from the simplicity of it.
Oh yeah.
So I cut the little
Oh
brown
yeah. Yep. The top off.
crappy bit
Yep. Yep.
and then just eat the skin. And now like I feel like it lacks skin if it's, carved out.
I'll try it. I've never tried it before, but
I think it's a game changer. But it's much better with gold kiwis than green kiwis.
yes, I barely have gold kiwis.
Oh, really? You're a green kiwi guy.
Well, I feel like maybe here I don't see them that often. I think they're meant to be absolutely delicious. I think they're a bit of a luxury item, are they not?
Maybe like $1 per kilo difference.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's gone.
But yeah, I can see your frustration point. Like scooping it out can be very frustrating.
Oh, what if you don't have a spoon?
What happens if you don't have one of those kiwi spork knife things where you
Yeah,
have?
that's
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think most fruits that require cutlery are a bit annoying. Like I never eat oranges, although I love oranges
Oh, I love orange. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's a process to it.
Yeah. But I think generally it's worth Like I love cutting up an apple and eating it. I don't like I'll eat an apple as
I
normal.
do as well.
Yeah,
I do as well.
yeah. Like I think it tastes almost better. I don't know, something about it.
It does taste better, but I
Mm.
also like the fact that if I'm leaving and I want to take something with
Yeah,
me, I can just grab an apple and eat it.
yeah. That's like the best thing about a banana, really, as well as all its
Yeah,
positive benefits.
yeah, yeah. No, no.
Yeah. All right. So kiwi fruit, eat whole, don't need
Yeah,
cutlery. Boom.
yeah. All right, one more.
Okay.
Is sushi train a joke?
No. I think I've gone. I think I've gone with the controversial answer here. Oh,
By the laughter, I obviously think it is a joke. But but why do you not think it's a joke?
well, I think it gets the people in, you know? It's a bit of a gimmick. Oh, I'm pretty
Oh, it's a
crying at the
gimmick, all
moment.
right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
which is definitely a joke,
Yeah.
but it's an experience. You watch the sushi go around, you get to pick. It's a dining experience. I guess you could say the same thing about the teppanyaki. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Joke.
No. Oh. I don't know. I love teppanyaki.
So you don't think it's a joke?
I don't think it's a joke.
Okay.
I think sushi train is a joke. Like, even when I go to a sushi train, and I've usually been forced to go to a sushi train if I'm in a sushi train,
Mm,
I will order off the menu to get them to make me what I want,
mm.
rather than go like some crap that's been going around this conveyor belt. And
I
like
mean,
this quality is generally pretty rubbish,
okay.
and the price is as high.
Mm.
Like you could go to a good sushi restaurant and pay the same, but get good sushi. But I've never had quality sushi in a
Okay.
sushi train.
I mean, thinking about it, things I think probably arguments for it being a joke, but when you get to eat heaps and you get to stack all the plates higher and higher, I think that's cool. So showing off
Oh
how
yeah,
much you can eat. Um,
as in is it as in like an all you can eat sushi train? Is that what you're saying?
no, I guess you're just paying for it, aren't you, per plate?
Oh yeah,
But you end up just
yeah,
eating
yeah,
heaps because it's sushi and it's delicious.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but then I guess I saw in Florence recently, they had a
Mm-hmm.
tiramisu train, which I
Oh.
was like, seemed like a bit of an Instagram hype place. But I was like, look, if they're
Mm-hmm.
making tiramisu trains, it must not be a joke. Or once again, it could be a complete joke.
Well, a tiramisu train might be less of a joke.
Okay. So do you like the fact that you just watch it go past and then you get to pick what you want?
No.
Okay.
I mean, one, it's annoying. Say like you
Waiting
see
for
one
it.
go, it's going, and then you can't reach, and then I like seeing the person I'm talking to. I don't like sitting at the stools
Oh yeah.
either.
Yeah. Stools are very
Um,
uncomfortable. But
yeah, they're uncomfortable.
to your point, trying to reach, you just made me think of Johnny English when he's at the sushi and his tie gets stuck
The
in the
tie,
sushi tray.
yeah.
So we're going to finalize that as sushi train is a joke, but tiramisu trains are not a joke.
Maybe, maybe I'd have to visit a tiramisu train.
Okay. Sushi trains, joke.
Joke. Yeah.
Boom.
Are you comfortable in that answer?
I am comfortable with that. I mean, the amount we laughed about that, 100% I'm comfortable with that answer.
Yeah. Okay.
But I still think, maybe I won't get into it, but I think the reason behind my answer was I still think they're popular because of the gimmick aspect. And like, oh, it's a bit of a novelty, sushi train, watch your
I
food
get
go
it.
around. Like, that's my, I guess, reasoning behind it. But as far as your reasoning, I also understand. How's that for
I'd
advice?
prefer if I was on the conveyor belt, and the sushi, and the sushi was
And you're just going.
And I-
"Choo,
Yeah.
choo."
Yeah, and you have a table, and you get moved past all the different sushis, and you put them on your table.
That is genius.
That's an idea.
No joke there. That's
No joke.
all right.
Yeah.
Done. All right.
Alright.
Till next time, partner.
Yeah, I'll see you on your next travels.
Yeah. See you next time, buddy.
Boom.
Boom.